Hey fashion lovers, welcome back to Fun Fashion YouTube channel. Today I will be showing you how I made this Veekee James halter-neck dress with just 3 yards of crepe fabric. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel and drop me nice comments. Let's get started. This is the fabric that I'm using for the project. It is 3 yards of vintage crepe. So we'll start from drafting the basic bodice block, okay, before we cut on our fabric. If you want, you can cut directly on your fabric if you have enough fabric. But because I do not have enough fabric, I'm going to be creating pattern for this, then transfer to my fabric. So let's go into the pattern drafting. I have already drafted my basic bodice block, okay. The full length, that is from the shoulder to the full length of my dress, that is to the floor. All right, this is the front block and the back block over here. If you don't know how to draft a full scale basic bodice pattern, tell me in the comment section and I'll send you a detailed tutorial on how to draft this basic bodice block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and convert this basic bodice to the dress that we are making. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to come to the neckline and mark the halter neckline. Okay, I want my halter neckline to start from 2 inches from the shoulder. You can make yours 3 inches depending on whatever you want. So I want mine to start from 2 inches. Okay, so I'll mark down 2 inches and connect to the armhole like so. So I'll also do the same for the back. From the shoulder, I'll mark down 2 inches and then connect to the armhole. I have successfully created my halter neckline. So what I'm going to do now is to measure my neckline because I'm going to use it to cut out the collar. But I don't want to maintain the basic neckline. I want to come out here by 0.25 from my basic neckline. If you want, you can maintain your basic neckline, but for mine, I don't want to maintain my basic neckline because I want this turtleneck to be free around my neckline. Okay, so I am taking out 0.25 from my basic neckline, okay, to create a new neckline. Can you see? And for the back, I will also come out here by 0.25 for the neck width. Okay, I am maintaining the back neck depth of 1 inch, so I'll rule it to the 1 inch to go ahead and measure around the neckline because I'm going to be using that to cut my turtleneck collar. Okay, so I'll go ahead and measure the round neckline. I have 5.25, so I'll note down 5.25 for the front. Then I'll also measure the back. I have 3.5, so the back neckline is 3.5. I will come on top of my hip line and mark down 3 inches. If you want, you can maintain your hip line. Okay, if you want your curve to start from your hip line, you can start yours from your hip line, but I want mine to come up above my hip line by 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches up above the hip line. Then I'll come to the knee line and divide my knee measurement by 2. So I have 10, that is also my hip measurement. I'll divide 10 by 2, then 5. Okay, I'll mark the midpoint. Then I'll connect from these 3 inches above the hip line. I will connect to meet the middle of the knee line. Okay, let me use this curve so that I can have something smooth. Okay, can you see the kind of curve that I have created? I will also come to the side and then mark 3 inches up above the hip line so that I can have this same curve I have here. There I have curve here and by the side as well. So I'm going to take that measurement down to the hemline. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut. All right. I want to pin the curves to the back so that I can get this exact curve I have for the front at the back. Cut out this 0.75 that I eliminated for the zipper to lay flat. Then I'll cut the back neckline. So I'll cut out the curve as well. So this is what I have for the back. I want to cut out my dart because I'm going to be sewing my dart down. So this is the back block and the front block, okay? I'll keep that aside so that I can draft the neck collar. I'm going to be drafting the collar now. So I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch as a guideline, okay? That is my starting point. Draw out a vertical line as a guideline too. So this side will be the front neck, and this side will be the back neck. All right. So for the front neckline, I have 5.25. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 5.25 here from this middle line. So 5.25. Can you see? Then I will connect. Then for the back line, I'm going to be marking the back neckline, which is 3.5. Then I'll mark 3.5. And then draw out a straight line. Okay, now I have the back neckline here as 3.5 and then front as 5.25. So I'll come to the front line and mark down 1.25, okay? And then I'll connect it to this middle point. I'm going to determine the size of the collar. The basic collar stand is 1.5. You can make yours 2 inches or 3 inches depending on how long you want the collar to be. So I'm going for 1.5 inches. I'm taking this 1.5 from the second line, okay? Not from this line, okay? Then I'm going to connect. And I'll connect from this middle point to the 1.5. Then I'm going to come to the top here and mark down 1 inch so that the turtleneck collar can lap very well around my neck. Then I'm going to connect from that point to this point, okay? Like so. If you're going for a longer collar, like 2 inches collar, that means you need to come in here by 1.5, okay? So this is the front and the back neckline, okay? So I'll go ahead now and cut out the collar. So this is what I have as the neck collar. You can notice that it is not straight, okay? You don't have to make your turtleneck collar straight, all right? So I'll go ahead now and place on my fabric, okay? And cut. I'm going to keep the bodies aside so that we can cut the curve first, all right? This is the center and the sides. As you can notice, they are basically the same. Okay, they are equal, they are the same. So I'm going to keep one aside and I will just use the middle curve to cut the 4 sides, okay? Because I want the cutting and sewing parts to be clear and understandable, therefore I splitted the video into 2. I will be uploading the cutting and sewing parts on my next upload. So subscribe if you have not subscribed and turn on your notifications so that you'll be notified once I upload it. See you there.